Good thoughts from Vision's daily devotion, The Word for Today.
In Romans 16 verse 2, Paul wrote, "Help her in whatever she needs, for she has been helpful to many, and especially to me." The Word for Today asks, who helps you? Captain Charlie Plumb was a US Navy fighter pilot in Vietnam. After 75 combat missions, his plane was demolished by a surface-to-air missile. Plumb ejected from the plane and he parachuted into enemy hands. He spent the next 6 years in a communist prison. He survived the ordeal and now lectures on what he learned from his experience. One day when he and his wife were sitting in a restaurant, a man from another table walked over and said, "You're Plumb. You flew jet fighters in Vietnam from the aircraft carrier Kitty Hawk. You were shot down." Plumb said, "How in the world did you know that?" The man replied, "I packed your parachute." Then the man grabbed his hand and he said, "I guess it worked." Plumb assured him that it had. "If your chute hadn't worked, I wouldn't be here today." That night he couldn't sleep, wondering about the man. What did he look like in a Navy uniform? How many times had Plumb seen him without even asking, "How are you?" or anything else? Because Plumb was a fighter pilot and the other man was only a sailor. He pondered how many hours that sailor had spent in the bowels of the ship, meticulously weaving the shrouds and folding the silks of each chute, holding in his hands the destiny of a stranger. As a result, when Plumb gives a presentation, he routinely asks his audience an important question. Who's packing your parachute? All of us have someone who's provided what we need to make it through the day. In Romans 16 verse 2, Paul said that Phoebe had been helpful to many, and especially to me. Who helps you? Today, show them your appreciation. And that's Vision's Word for Today.
The Word for Today, Australia's most widely read daily devotion. Read it, share it or subscribe. Free at vision.org.au or in the Vision app. Just another way Vision is helping you look to God daily.